Welcome to the AFC East by NAFCo. I'm Perry Lange. You can find me at Can Whitebread. With me, you got the reigning Jets fan of the year, Elizabeth Mueller. You got Paul Garretson, Bills extraordinaire of Bills shit. And then you got the Jeffrey, not the Domner, the Carey. Dolphin fan, at Dolphin fan Jeff. You can find him. It's been an interesting weekend in football. What's first place like in Miami, Jeff?
First place feels amazing in Miami country right now. Love it. I keep on telling myself, to stop drinking this Fireball, So I stopped drinking Fireball on Sundays to watch the games. But doing this podcast with you, I love to do my Fireballs and celebrate and celebrate. I'm really not gloating. It just feels really, really good to be 7-3, considering where we're expected to be at. And everyone thought Tua wasn't the man. I think Tua is the man. You guys saw it. First half of the year for the league. MVP, really? A Miami Dolphin quarterback MVP? I love it. I'm just appreciating it. I'm not gloating. I'm just appreciating being able to wake up on Monday and have Victory Mondays. Loving it. And I get to enjoy it for 2 weeks now because we got the bye week next week. Just loving it.
Paul, what do you have to say for yourself? Liz and I don't have too much to say. We're on bye weeks here. Paul, what do you have to say for this Purple People Eater situation?
Well, I'm going to tell you this.
Let's just get into it. Let's start week 10 here. We're on week 10.
Let me
Jeff,
you got quick.
Oh,
I don't know what y'all did. I don't know what y'all did this weekend, but Friday was Veterans Day. I don't know how many of your dads or moms served, but my dad did serve in the Army for 2 tours, 6 years. So I shouted out to my dad. Thank you. Happy Veterans Day. And yesterday morning, before I got to enjoy the Dolphin game, I went on a Alzheimer's walk to combat Alzheimer's. This is a purple flower. Purple flowers mean that you lost somebody to Alzheimer's. I lost my mom a few years ago to Alzheimer's. This is why I have the purple flower. It's on my Facebook page if you guys want to check it out. Thank you for everyone who liked and shared on that. So it just so happened to be a purple flower, and I don't know how that just happened to be the same color of the Vikings, who just happened to beat the Bills yesterday. Life is just funny to me sometimes how things work out, Paulie.
Well, okay. It's my turn. My turn.
You want you didn't want the picture there, Jeff?
Oh yeah, show the picture.
There you go. Here's Jeff enjoying his Viking style outfit.
Okay.
What's the story? So this is the event you were at Friday.
So let's give a little background of kind of our personalities and what we do for work. I work in an assisted living and a memory care unit. I'm an activity director. This was put on by, I don't know, Boca Raton or somebody. It's a Alzheimer's walk. There was a couple thousand people there. I almost had a heart attack walking 3 miles, guys. I'm telling you what, I'm so out of shape.
Really? 3 miles?
It was a great experience.
3 miles walking.
But I did it for Mom, carrying Mom's flower. She got me through, and then she gave me a win yesterday and a loss for the Bills. So, it was a good weekend. It was a good weekend. So,
well, thanks.
3 miles kills.
Thanks for doing it.
Well,
oh yeah, 3 miles killed me, dude. Come on.
Well, my turn.
Paul's been telling me to walk, but
Go ahead, Paul. Let's hear it.
I walked today to work because I literally live a mile from work. So it's snow everywhere and there's like ice on my car. I look across the street. I see my neighbor. He's like sitting there scraping. I'm like, F that. So I'm just going to walk to work. I'm not going to sit there a half hour trying to scrape my car off. So that's Du Bois, PA. But there was a game this weekend.
I think
I
so.
was way too busy. I did some of this.
Yeah. So, well,
No. I did some of this.
that's your coverage of this game.
Yeah, that's my coverage of the game.
No.
This doesn't seem like you're really having your. You also had shepherd's pie, didn't you?
Shepherd's pie, and I did some of
Yeah,
this.
that turned into a humble
Yep.
pie, a big old piece of humble pie. That you ought to have a slice of. Oh, I guess you already took a slice yesterday. That's what the slice missing that you ate yesterday. Because that's what happened. Your shepherd's pie turned into this. It turned into this. That's the picture
Pretty
of
much
the pie you ate yesterday.
Yes.
And also, you can take another slice tonight.
Hey, Paul. If nothing
And
else,
I went hunting too. It's it's pretty good. It's like well.
If nothing else, we're all major football fans, and that truly had to be the most incredible last.
It was an
2
awesome
minutes
game.
of a football game I have ever seen. It was unbelievable.
Well,
Really
they always do that.
unbelievable.
We always lose when it's the most incredible game of all time.
Oh.
But I'm just saying, what happened is your Jets busted up my quarterback's elbow last week, and he ran out of gas on that elbow at the end. So that's what happened. We were winning pretty much most of the game. We were the dominant team, but we also our defense is really sort of sucking lately. So that's the game in a nutshell, and that's why you guys won. Well, not you get one, but Minnesota won. So, but yeah, we have a quarterback. No. Here's a bright spot. Josh Allen accounted for 400 yards of our total offense for the game, and that's amazing. You could not have our backup do that. I wish he would have sat. The game, but he didn't, and because he's that competitor. But really, it's like 90 yards rushing and 300 change as far as passing, and who does that? But
Minnesota.
We have 4 turnovers.
Minnesota's no joke. I mean, I thought they were a joke, but they're freaking like 8-1 right now. I mean, they're no joke.
No, they're first tier NFC team. They are.
So I'm just curious. You're basing the loss on us busting up Josh's elbow, but he did go for 400 yards. So I'm confused. Which is it?
450 yards would have been good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it really was unbelievable finish to a game. Yeah. I'm sorry your team lost. But,
it happens.
But yeah, it was crazy.
I'm not sorry because this really mixes it up in the AFC East now. I mean, we have all of our teams qualify for the playoffs. I posted that in our Facebook group. Everybody check it out. That's a Facebook group, AFC East by NAFCo. I think it's just groups AFC East. And but what we have is definitely the most powerful, the most powerful division in football. We've said that last episode, but it's really true right now. And you didn't lose to a slouch. I mean, they're 8-1 right now. This is a 7-game winning streak now that Minnesota's on. It's rough, and it's. I mean, that's just a rough team right now to play. I think is also what's highlighted here. It's not just that the Bills didn't just kind of lose easily, and they hung in there. But the thing is, Minnesota, they're a tough team. I think we got to really have respect for Minnesota right now too.
Well, there's parity in our division. I mean, we're all good. We are, and it's a good year. It really is, and it's not just a blowout from one team like it used to be. So, all right, I'm excited about it.
The games are fun to watch, actually. Like, it's actually fun to watch a game now and not like watch a 10-3 or 10-7 game. Like, there's actually scoring and highlights. It's fun.
Minnesota's a good team, but if you look at Cousins by himself, he doesn't look like, wow, that's the greatest quarterback I ever saw. It's the whole team. It's the team as a whole, they're just amazing. But yeah, Cousins, I could have seen you guys sack him 20 more times. That would have been nice.
So Cousins, yeah, he's not. They're not winning through. You're right. They're not winning through the quarterback position like most teams in the NFL do. They're winning this. Are on a 7-game winning streak from having a good overall team, but not actually really. Kirk Cousins is not a true superstar quarterback. He's
No.
a guy, not the guy. Is the thing there. That's how I put that with him. So
And he's no Zach Wilson.
That's a good
we're
line.
feeling good about Zach Wilson, man. Yeah, gotcha.
Every day he gets a little better. Every day he gets a little bit better.
Yeah, you have a better quarterback on the bench than Mike White, though. Mike White's the best quarterback in the NFL. If you look at his stat sheet.
Paulie, you're on a 2-game losing streak.
Yeah.
The Dolphins lost 3 in a row without our quarterback. We've won the rest of our games with our quarterback. You're on a 2-game losing streak. If you go on a 3-game losing streak, you're going to fall behind even further. You know what I mean? So y'all really need to win next week. I mean, no joke, because
we play Cleveland, right? I don't know.
We'll talk about it. I'm just saying you're already 2-game losing streak. You lost to the Dolphins. Then you had a 2-game losing streak, Jets and Vikings. You still got the Pats 2 times. You still got the Dolphins again. You got the Jets again. Yeah, y'all. I like seeing that humble pie up there. I liked your attitude last week when you said, "I really don't want to talk about too much shit," because you didn't know what shit was coming down, did you?
No, I knew Josh's elbow was blown out. So I mean, Josh is carrying our team on his shoulders, and throwing 400 yards with a bad elbow is pretty freaking great. So,
y'all saw that picture I sent out of his elbow? His whole elbow was black and blue. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Allen's.
Yeah.
So
I give him credit for his toughness, though. I give him credit for toughness and sticking it out and going for it.
Yeah.
But
no.
Anyways,
when it's an injury thing, hold on, Jeff. I'm sorry to overtalk, but
that's all right.
They say Josh is hour by hour, not day to day, not week by week. He's hour to hour as far as him playing that game yesterday. So, I mean, that's saying about his mental toughness. I mean, he really, I think our backup would not have done anywhere close to what Josh did yesterday. But he just ran, his arm gave out the last fourth quarter. I mean, it did. So that's why I threw the interception. So that's enough of the Bills. I don't want to talk about it more.
What do you think of that from the Vikings? Holy smoke! That kid
Jefferson's, yeah.
Jefferson's awesome. Awesome.
Almost 200
catch of the year.
Yards. Almost 200 yards. He caught, and that's amazing. The guy is incredible. He replaced Stephon Diggs, didn't he?
Right. Well,
so I mean, sort of.
No, Diggs is still playing, isn't he? But he's a great addition to that team. And every catch you saw, there's no way it was hitting the ground. He tucked it in, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Let's.
Well, at least your quarterback. At least your quarterback only had an arm injury. My quarterback had a concussion and was forced to sit out. For 2 games. And so they both got mental toughness in them to come back and do what they've done. So
let's put a fork in the Bills game, please.
Well, I think we can, but I think actually they have just one last slice of humble pie, and now we'll move on to Cleveland, and we have Cleveland at Miami. Miami owned house, really. I mean, and we pretty much all predicted a Miami win, I think, actually, on this one, too. But, yeah, so you are – actually, Paul predicted Cleveland, so, yeah.
Just because he had to.
Yeah, I guess so. So now you got Cleveland losing. They're 4-5. They're not the worst team in the league here, but they're not really chugging along either, kind of thing. 39. So you put up 39. That's pretty good.
39. Well, and we missed 2 extra points too, which will be a topic of discussion. Yeah, we had Jacoby Brissett came back into town. He was our backup quarterback last year, so of course they had to, play nice afterwards. Good job, whatever. And they actually came out really fast. They scored first, looked awesome. I was a little bit scared. I was honestly scared. And you had 2 guys on opposite teams. We just got a Chubb, who's a defensive player, and of course we played Chubb from Cleveland, the running back. I thought they were brothers. They're actually cousins.
Jeff, real quick.
So,
do you think Chubb got made fun of as growing up as a kid with that name, Chubb?
Oh, I'm sure. I could be made fun of now. I could be called Chubby all I want to,
Sure.
But yeah, so it was Chubb versus Chubb. Great storylines. Miami just looked awesome again. Miami probably had their most complete game. I know it was Cleveland. It wasn't a top tier team, but everything looked good. Our defense looked good. Our running backs looked amazing. This new guy, Jeffrey Wilson, like freaking 10-yard run after 10-yard run, which opens up the passing lanes for Tua. I mean, he missed 300 yards by 15 yards. He would have had 3 games in a row of 300 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Jeff, how's your edge rusher?
I'm not bragging. I'm just happy. I'm just happy to be a Dolphin fan and enjoy watching good games and not bite my nails the whole freaking time. You know what I'm saying?
How's your edge
7-3 looks good.
How's your new edge rusher?
There you go.
How's your new edge rusher?
Love my edge rusher. We had a couple sacks. A lot of guys stepped up. Okay. I love our team right now. I think we made a lot of great moves. I was Cleveland. I'm sure Baker Mayfield's glad he freaking got out of town. And Brissett's only starting because the Watson deal is still in the whatever. So who knows what he's going to end up being in Cleveland? Is he going to be the savior for Cleveland? Who knows? But all I care about, another Miami Dolphin win. We supposedly had a whiteout yesterday because the team wore white for Veterans Day, I guess, and just to do something different. The fans were supposed to wear white. It's very hard to find a white jersey. It's very, very hard. It's very rare. So anyways, it doesn't matter. End of the day, I will take a win. That's all I care about are wins. That's all I care about.
White jerseys.
Victory Mondays are awesome. Victory Mondays. Fins up, baby.
Well, I mean, congrats on being first place in the division. When's the last time you guys were first place? Have you been first place ever the entire time that we've done the show?
No, I saw this. No, the first time we were first place in the AFC East was like 2003 or something like that. I forget. I saw it somewhere tonight. I was going to bring it up, but I forgot. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you are right now. We're only 10 games into the season. We got 7 more to go or 6 more to go, whatever it is now.
2008 is the last time you guys won the AFC East, actually.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be where I'm at. I'm just happy to be in contention. Actually, I saw a thing today which would make all of us happy. All of us right now, if the season ended right now, we'd all make the playoffs. We would all make the playoffs.
That can happen.
That can happen.
That can happen.
That almost happened. That almost happened last year. The bullshit of it is, hang on. The bullshit of it is how the seedings go. That's the bullshit.
Well,
we end up knocking
Buffalo's not the
knocking each other out.
I got that. So it looks like KC's #1 seed. What do you guys think?
The what?
KC's #1 seed.
That's what the listing has.
Yeah.
Buffalo's like number 4 now. My guess.
Okay, I'm
So-
going to take a quick look here. Actually, I can pull up
No.
the graph on our Facebook group. You can go to Facebook/group/
Hey, I just have to say real quick, this is a really good episode. If you guys are tuning in on Facebook, YouTube,
I'm enjoying it.
how you're following us, this is a pretty good episode. Not because Paul's team lost 2 games in a row. I'm just saying it really is a good episode.
Oh God. It's just-
Paul.
So
Here.
yeah. Oh, can I? Well,
I'm
let me.
pointing
I
down.
got the info. I got the info here.
Yeah.
Liz, you go after me after this. Well, Kansas City is 7-2. Yep, and then Miami 7-3. Tennessee 6-3. Baltimore. I'm going to go through all the playoff teams. Baltimore in 4th, 6-3. New York Jets 5th, 6-3. Buffalo 6, 6-3. New England in at spot number 7, 5-4. So all of us right now are seeded into the playoffs at this time.
There's 8 teams to go in the playoffs, so therefore, the top 8.
7.
Does that tell you how
is what
bad the
this
rest of
graph
the league?
has.
Just the rest of the league just sucks. Honestly, we have the hardest division. Like we really do have the hardest division. I think.
Oh well, no, for sure. When you have every team qualifying for the every single team is qualifying for the playoffs in week 10 after post week 10. I mean, how can you argue that point at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like,
Yep.
how can you argue against that? You know, it's one of those kind of things.
There was only 2 decent games yesterday. The Buffalo Bills game versus Minnesota was decent, and Dallas and Green Bay was a decent game. The rest of the games weren't really games. And you know, you guys didn't play, of course, but I'm just saying, like,
I think there's a lot of
As far-
parity in the league, really.
as far as matchups.
Okay, yeah,
The rest of the NFL hates us right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
true. Yeah, the other shows are not as win heavy right
Jeffrey,
now. Yeah, the other divisional
Yes.
shows.
just keep that first place seat warm for my Jets because we're going to be sliding
We'll be
right
tight.
up.
I can make it extra. I can make it extra wide. You can sit next to us.
Yeah, okay. We'll see next week.
We get to play you one more time.
Yes, sir. In Miami.
Yeah, and right now, this week you took a bye, Liz. So you guys are 6-3, so that's a good deal there. We took a bye. New England took the bye this week, so not too much to cover as far as a game, you know. So all right, and we got though Pittsburgh. They took a win. I didn't predict this. I predicted a New Orleans win.
I agree with you.
Well, yeah, but you actually, I think, predicted Pitt and collected a win there in our. Yeah, so everybody else went with Pitt. I went with New Orleans. I took the loss. I'm now 5-4 in our Pitt competition. Paul is kind of Paul and Liz. We'd have to do the actual stats on it, but so Paul 7-2, Liz 5-1, Jeff 4-5. So on the Pittsburgh competition. I will say also for our current picks, we got Jeff at 8-14, Paul at 16-16, Perry at 18-14, and Liz at 16-6. So that's our stat line right now, currently as it stands.
Girls are smarter.
You do have the better percentage right now. You are winning in that.
I believe Kenny Pickett started yesterday, so he got his first win at Pittsburgh. I believe.
No, the Watt played yesterday. That's made the difference.
Yeah, right, but I'm saying I think Kenny Pickett out of Pitt got the his first NFL win yesterday by starting.
Oh, cool.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure on that.
Yeah. Good for him. I mean, he's a good quarterback. He'll develop. I mean,
maybe the next Roethlisberger. Maybe we'll see. Who knows?
No, it doesn't have the growth. But anyway,
I like that he went to college ball locally.
Yeah, me too.
Is what I have to say to that. Well,
You
check
too.
out the AFCEast.org. They are that's our website, so it should go there. Yeah, it's got Linktree. It shows you all the various platforms we're on. NAFCo.org. That's our parent organization and a lovely place for filmmakers all around the world to be able to present at venues such as Fernwood Farmstead. And we're also brought to you by West PA Systems, your 21st century electrical build contractor. They sponsor all of NAFCo, and there are some good people over there. Ma Media Works, they are another one of our sponsors, and they help create some of the graphics that you'll see on tonight's show. They are filmmakers based out of Warren, Pennsylvania. And PerryFilm.com, your one-stop shop for all your Perry needs. And guys, the Fantasy League. I took a heavy loss. Congratulations, though, to Nikki Cherry, one of our NAFCo members, actually, that I played today or this weekend, and she just had the better team. I actually tried to adjust it. All my players just did not produce. Everybody underproduced this week for me. So I just congratulations to Nikki Cherry.
Hold
Jeff,
on.
you took a win.
Hold on. Nick had Diggs at 139 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous. Let me actually pull that up here. Speaker heads. DuBois speaker heads. This game. Yeah, so she had, what did she get out of Diggs? 24.8. 24.8 out of Diggs.
Yeah.
Versus me with like a Mike Evans for my equivalent at 10.4, underperforming by 4 on the projection. It's just everything was just underperformance everywhere, except I guess the Titans projected at 6.2, getting 11.
Good job, Nikki.
Titans defense. But yeah, good job, Nikki, on working that out. I saw her working in stuff too with Geno Smith and actually working it there. I saw that move that she made there. So she's ran with Geno Smith on the quarterback to the buys, I believe. So Jeff, though, you took a win. Against Team Hake. One of our kind of random guys.
I made adjustments too. I actually made adjustments too this week. I actually paid attention to it. I made adjustments to my fantasy league to make sure I didn't have a dead player. You know what I'm saying? I made sure I had like a full roster this week.
Yeah, that's always important to do.
After losing without one player, by 1 point, that kind of sucked. So pay attention to your fantasy.
Oh, you're losing.
Rosters,
you lost by
folks.
1 point. Let me take a look at this.
A couple weeks ago,
a couple weeks ago. Yeah, you did do that. Yeah,
I did win this one. I want to say on that though, I have Tyreek Hill, and the Dolphins won yesterday. Tua threw for 285. He did not have one 100-yard receiver. He spread the ball around to I think it was 8 or 9 guys. So it wasn't like it was it wasn't Waddle, it wasn't Hill, it was everybody. It was the running backs, the tight ends, Gesicki. It was a little bit of Hill, a little bit of Waddle. So it's not like he's throwing to 2 people. He's sharing the ball. So 285 to share the ball around. That was pretty good. Just had to throw that in there. It ain't like Hill came in and saved the day, or he's throwing the ball around to everybody. I like it.
Yeah, so Paul, you're taking a loss this week to Jesse Pangallo, personal friend of mine. Pit Stairways at 7.
Paul, you lost twice this weekend, dude. Dang, dude.
I win in different ways, buddy.
Good comeback.
That was actually not too bad.
Life is not all football, but football is pretty important.
Well, what else is going around the NFL right now? Around the league.
Well, I want to add a little something about my my posse, my other fan, Malik. Every NFL team picked their fan of the year for 2022, sorry. And they have a new system to have everyone just go in and vote for who they think should be the overall fan of the year. So, there's a lot of really great people that are doing a lot of really great stuff for many charities. So check that out on Facebook. And
Okay,
go
well,
here.
you should send a link, Liz. That would help actually. You can send it
I'll
to
do
me either
that.
after the show, maybe, and I can get it out there. We can put it out there.
I'll do
I'd,
that.
I'd like to include that. Yeah, that's the best way
It
to
would
do
be
that. But
it
yeah,
would be
feel free to
great
check
for it
that
to
out.
be it'd be great for it to be an AFC East fan of the year. Somebody from the
Well, you know,
AFC East.
the
So
young girl, her
let's
name is the young girl. Her name is Allie. She's called Doll Free, I think. And,
yep.
she's a fan of the year for the Dolphins, and she does a lot of great stuff. And she had a great post this week, so
Yep.
I'll share the link for that.
Yeah, so yeah, actually, it's probably better if you yourself share that over on the Facebook group. I'll just say because I'm still receiving a spanking from Mark Zuckerberg. Also, Jeff, you're echoing, or if that's Paul. I don't know.
I mean, I'm fine.
Yeah, let's see here. I can troubleshoot that. Yeah, it's Jeff. Okay.
So I
Yep,
didn't hear
it's
what you said.
Jeff. So, oh, you share it because I'm still getting a spanking from Mark Zuckerberg right now on Facebook. So I can't actually. It's like so I'm using Jeff to actually send stuff out for the most part, and not uh, my own account for a lot of things right now. Because like we took a serious hit last week in viewership, and a lot of that has to do with the way that all my posts are being shoved to the bottom of everybody's timeline due to misconstrued statements that just the algorithm just said, oh, hey, F you, Perry. You get to experience a shitty view counts on everything that you post until like the 22nd of November. So, yeah, so that's why now we're moving to a little difference there with Jeff posting over
Yeah.
the Facebook group. And,
Liz.
and so just post
I'll tell you
your link over the Facebook group. That's
I'll
what
tell
I'm
you
saying.
I'll tell you a personal story. Ryan Tannehill used to be our quarterback for the Dolphins, and we played him last year or year before, whatever it was. And all I said on Facebook was, "Let's whip his ass. Let's whip his ass." And I got banned for 2 weeks. So anything you guys put on Facebook, anything, they're just so tight on it. Just
Under a
let's
microscope.
go beat the Titans with Tannehill as quarterback is, I guess, more PC than let's whip his ass, because apparently
Shit.
Zuckerberg is not a football fan. Understand terminology on whatever.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep,
No
it's kind of like that. Well, so what I said that got me banned, I'll say it right here, is with context it makes more sense, but you can see how I tripped it because I said Todd Bobenreith, a writer for Raw Media Works, he said that the he was being kidnapped to go to the Game 3 of the World Series in Philadelphia. And I said, not if I don't kidnap you first. And so then it tripped the thing, and so that's
What?
why
Are
I'm
you
receiving a
serious?
spanking. Yeah, that's what I said, and now
It's like totally sports related. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
yeah, it was just kind of a
yeah,
joke. Yeah, and they were like, it's a terroristic threat, is what they said that I made.
yeah.
And that's probably
Wow.
what your thing, let's whip his ass, got like probably hate speech /
Right.
terroristic threat.
So just to anyone who's listening, watch what you put on media, because Zuckerberg and his millennials are watching and tagging everything. And
What a shot to millennials.
or who are Gen Xers or whatever it is.
He's a millennial.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Terry Bradshaw said last week? And I won't repeat it, but he got hammered for that. And I'm sure he wanted to take it back 2 seconds after he said it during Sunday morning football or whatever, but that wasn't good.
Problem
I
with
don't know
Terry.
what he said.
Problem Terry's old school.
I'm having to look it up now.
Yeah, you gotta look at
Yeah,
I
Terry's.
think it's a look it up kind of situation here. I
He's
did not
old.
know.
Well, let me say this about Terry Bradshaw and Bill Cowher. They're both Pittsburgh Steelers. How do you think they're going to talk? They're going to talk Steeler talk, right?
No.
I mean, they're old school. They're old school NFL guys. So
this was a player referencing referencing a player and how he does things in
I got you. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I got you.
yeah.
Well, let's move on to our picks for next week.
Nothing else around the NFL, really. I mean, I really didn't watch, guys. I gotta be honest. I was wiped out yesterday, but
Yeah.
the Cowboys lost. I think, didn't they lose? Green Bay won yesterday. So
I posted a link in the AFC squad there to what that is, guys, in our private back chat. The Terry Bradshaw situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Liz, just because I have a new bunch of friends, because I've like just accepted everyone as my friend, all of a sudden I was telling Perry this. I've got friends, I don't know who they're friends. If they have a Dolphin or a Jets or a Bills or even a Patriots, if they have anything football related, I'm just like bringing them into my friends. Which I'll find out there's a ton. There's literally not hundreds of thousands. There's millions of football fans.
There is.
For you to be the Jets fan of the year is like not just an accomplishment. It's like a major accomplishment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a Dolphin fan, and if I'm seeing Dolphin fans who are like extreme Dolphin fans, like extreme. So like for you to get that badge of honor and for you to be in our show is freaking amazing. Like, and so everyone who gets that out of 32 teams, 32 people a year get to have that honor is freaking amazing on what
Thank you.
you go through. You know what I'm saying? Like, to get that. And I know you and I know Ian. I'd like to know the Bills win, the Patriot one. I don't know if I want to know them that closely, but you and Ian are okay. You and Ian are okay people. I don't know about them people way up in the cold, like, but you guys are okay.
Last year's Bills fan of the year is an awesome guy who does so much with youth sports. He's a school teacher. His name is Gino Alport, and he is an amazing individual. And I'm blessed to call him my friend. And he was the Bills fan of the year for last year. And
I met him. I met him.
You met Gino? Great guy.
Yep.
Really great guy. And I'm friends with the lady whose dad was chosen as the Patriots fan of the year. Awesome. Mark Angelo, I love him. If he wasn't married, I'd marry him, who was the Dolphins fan of the year. He is such a great guy, and he lives in Cali. But you know, the upper echelon, the elite of football fans.
Right.
And the NFL and the teams did a great job picking all these individuals. You know, I'm just me, you know, but I like to give back, and I like to help wherever I can. A lot of animal rescues, and out of 37,000 people last year, they chose me, which really blew my mind. So thank you for saying that.
Well, I don't know how good that is if there's only 30,000 Jet fans. I mean, how good is
That's not even enough to fill a stadium. They need the visiting team fans to do that. Miami does, though, for sure.
I have to mess with you. We have 30,000. We have 30,000 fans for the other team at our stadium every weekend. So, no, I'm just messing with you.
But they won't be having. But they won't be. Let's get into week 11 here, guys, because they won't be having anybody in that stadium next week. You guys aren't a bye. You guys are the last bye of the NFL of the AFC East season here for 2022.
Terry, that's a great rejoinder. Nice.
Yeah, that was a great rejoinder. And
thank you.
I'm gonna take off my Dolphin hat. Hang on one sec.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh God.
I'm going to be a football fan next weekend.
Special treats.
I see your point. I see your point you're making.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're just an NFL fan. Yeah, you're just kind of checking out games, but there's no Miami here, so there you go. Well, here's a biggie. Week 11. New York Jets 6-3 at New England 5-4 Sunday. This Sunday at 1 o'clock on CBS. So Liz, it's the rematch. New England won a couple weeks ago in New York. Now we have about 3 weeks ago now. Now we have New England. You guys are in New England.
Yes.
You're kind of planning to go to the game, it sounds like you were saying.
I am. Yeah, I plan on making the trek up there just because I like to support my guys, and I just want to see them finally end this streak that's been hanging over our heads for how long. And I plan on doing it at your stadium. And coming out with the W.
I definitely don't have hundreds of millions of dollars like you clearly do to just go up to these places. But the thing is the this is why I get good at things like computers and streaming and shit. So now the thing is though is the yeah, sure, the Jets might be intimidating a little. I'll give you that, but at the same time, it's been 13 matchups in a row that the Patriots have beaten the Jets, and that's what now or 14 rather. Sorry, that the last one added to 14. So now we're at the 7 straight years of beating the Jets. They couldn't beat them last time. What makes you think that they're improved? I think they've actually have actually been kind of more banged up at this point. And of course, we both have the bye week, so there's some evenness there. I will give you that too. There's a certain amount of even there with the way that the bye week happened at the same time with these two teams leading into this game.
Perry, what is Bill Belichick's record after a bye record? After a bye week, what's his record after a bye week?
You're right. Okay, you have a point. I forget about that stat. You said that last year too when we lost after the bye week. You said Belichick. Yeah, let's see this.
Liz, I didn't mean to cut you off. It's a stat.
Thank you. Yeah, I was going to bring that up. I don't know. Everybody's saying it, especially the Jets fans, that we are not the same old Jets. And I see improvement, and I see change, and I see Salah, and I see what Joe did during the draft. And I mean, they're an unpredictable team. And, who would have thought we'd go to Green Bay and beat them? Yes, the Steelers are different. Who would have thought we went to Pittsburgh and beat them at their house? Who would have thought we'd beat the Bills? And we're a better team on the road than we are at home. And stranger things have happened, and I'm standing behind my team. We have a solid team, and we filled the holes where we have these incredible injuries, and every bit of it is telling me that we're going to go to New England and we're going to win. What makes you think you're going to
No. I agree with you. I mean, I think the Jets will beat New England. Sauce, you still have Sauce. He's still walking around, right?
Sauce is awesome. The cornerback, extraordinary. Everybody's saying he's the best in the league, and I see it. And the kid is young and talented, and he's amazing.
No, I agree with you. Sauce is great. So I think we could. So Jeff, you're echoing, but
yeah,
really,
muting that.
Yeah.
So big time. You can unmute yourself when you're not echoing.
So. All right. Anyway, no, I'm with you. I think you win something like 23-20. I think that's what I'm going to go with on the Jets and New England.
So I guess let's do a prediction. We're doing picks. Yeah, you're right. We got to do picks now. Finally, in this one.
Yeah.
Jets at New England. Well, I'm going New England. I mean, I'm wearing myself on the sleeve. Duh. What would I do otherwise? Let's go New England. I'm actually wearing, and I'll say this right now, I'm wearing a Fisher Cats hat. That's a New England team, but it's actually a AA, Blue Jays AA baseball team. That's what they are. And they're based out of Manchester, New Hampshire. It's the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. That's what this is. It was like a free giveaway when I went to the stadium, probably over like 15 years ago or so. Barely ever wore it. Decided to slap that on today. Something different. Anyway.
That's awesome, man.
Well, I'm going Jets 28-14.
Oh, okay. That's deep.
28-14 in the New England's home grounds. Yep.
Okay, what's your pick over there, Paul? You said, oh no, you already went with Jets. You're saying so. What? I guess the mystery vote here, and thank you for getting your microphone squared away there, Jeff. What is your pick on this matchup? Yeah, good helmets here you got up there. Nice, thank you.
Okay.
Perry, I really need you to win. I really.
Oh, I see your point.
Really.
This helps you
Need
out
you to
too,
win.
Paul. If the Pats win, you do realize that, right? I'm just saying.
I need you to win this game.
Listen
Paul,
to
you
me.
sure you don't want to change your vote after hearing what Jeff just said? Taking that into
good.
account?
No.
I'm just giving you that chance.
No. We own the East as long as we win out. That's fine. We're good.
So, Jeff,
Sorry.
Here's my thinking. Bill Belichick does not win or does not lose after a bye week very, very often.
He actually doesn't lose that much. I looked up the stats on this, Jeff, and I'll tell you. His winning percentage, 736. 14-5 is what his record has been as the Patriots head coach on the game after the bye week. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's really not bad. Dude, that's playoff record right there.
The game's in New England. He really needs to win this game. He's probably worked his ass off for like the last 2 weeks preparing for this game.
God, no.
I have to go New England. I have to go. I know the Jets can beat New England because Miami and New England the first game of the year, but a lot has changed in 7-9 weeks or whatever we are.
The Jets are different animal now.
Perry, I really need you to win this game. And Perry, I know I've been saying this for 3 years. I really am gonna buy you a Patriot hat if you guys beat the Jets for me next week. All right?
Really?
Like it will really be in the mail. If you can just beat the Jets next week, you will have a authentic NFL.
I have a certain hat I can send you. Thank you. That I would love that.
And if you beat him, you got free reign to talk shit all you want about beating Belichick after 13 losses in a row.
14.
Yeah,
14.
Your mom.
You're not going to mail me a gift? You're only going to send him one?
You get to talk all the shit you want to next week.
I think, I know. I think it's kind of like he looks at you and goes, wow, she's got a lot of memorabilia. Look at all the hats you have above your head. But she already has 18 hats in the image.
I'll send, if you win, I'll send you this ball that Paul gave me.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll autograph it for you so you can know who we are.
Know what our autograph, so she can forge our information.
Mail to me, then I'll mail to her. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
you'll get the Jets ball you'll get the Jets ball that first appeared here on our podcast that we threw around at the Buffalo Bills game. We thought you guys were rag dolls, so I was just going to throw you guys around.
Mail it to Paul's. I'll pop over to Paul's so that he doesn't have to mail it to me because I'm like a mile away from his house. And then you can mail it. We'll
get a trophy case for it. That'll be your most prized possession if you beat the Patriots. With me and Paul's signature on it.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll send some warm weather with it too.
Please.
Okay.
All right, guys. So let's move over to Week 11. Buffalo at Cleveland. Sunday, 1 p.m. on CBS. Buffalo 6-3, Cleveland 4-5. So Cleveland lost
What's the line?
heavily last week to. I don't know what the line is right now, but Cleveland lost heavily to Buffalo.
To
To
Miami.
Miami last weekend. So I mean,
Final line.
things don't fare well in my mind here.
Final line.
Honestly, for Cleveland. Okay. Here's a perfect ad for FanDuel. There's room for sponsorship, FanDuel. All right.
No, I got to go with Buffalo on that game. Cleveland is on a slow, steady downgrade, and Buffalo cannot lose 3 in a row.
No. I'm just curious what Vegas thinks about Buffalo right now. You understand?
Well, I'm taking a look.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a gun.
You guys will like this little shtick here. You want me to go real quick? I'll go real quick.
Sure.
You know what the Cleveland Browns are called, right? They're
The
called the
dog-
Browns for a reason. I can't find the Browns because the Dolphins just beat them. We flushed them down the toilet.
Oh God.
That's a
So
bad
here's
dad
two.
joke.
So here's 2 Buffalo helmets for you, Paul. I'm pulling for you this weekend. I'm pulling for you this weekend
Okay.
because
All right, man.
the brownies went down the toilet.
Okay, bud.
You guys
Sorry.
should flush them too.
I'm sorry, Paul Brown. You know, I love you, man. Sorry you went to Cleveland. I mean Cincinnati.
Will
You
you
like
go?
that?
All right.
That was pretty good, huh? I have to say that was pretty good. I have to say.
No. Yeah. Okay. Well, you rehearsed that all day, right? It's like,
That was like the last 2 seconds. I found another Buffalo Bills helmet.
okay. All right. Fine.
That's how I live my life, spontaneous.
Okay. All right. What's the line, bud?
Yeah, I'm actually installing the geolocator.
Are you scared
thing.
you're gonna lose to them or
So
what?
it's
I don't know.
it's
Lost to the
9.5.
Jets. I mean,
Not-
damn it.
You guys are minus 9.5. So yeah.
Okay.
What'd you just say,
Yeah.
Paul? What'd you just
Shut
say?
up. No, I didn't say everything.
You lost to the Jets.
Oh my
So-
God.
But they have Buffalo up by 9.5 is what
Okay,
Vegas is going with right now.
Vegas thinks we'll win that game. Fine, thank you. That's all I need.
You put me in the same category as Cleveland?
No, I did not.
Yes, you just
Oh.
did.
Well, you know, we have a bad elbow. It's like,
Oh, that's what you're worried about. I see. That's what the concern is here.
The elbow.
all right.
Oh,
So what's
God.
our picks here overall? I'm going with Buffalo myself because I just it just seems right. Anybody want to go against Buffalo here?
Would it freak you out if I said yes?
No.
Yeah.
You want to go with Cleveland, Paul?
No, I don't.
Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
we're going with Buffalo.
No, I know. I don't think Pickett has to go and play well.
Where are you at, Jeff?
Out. Jeff.
Oh,
I
wait.
just,
Oh, I thought
I
I
just
thought
threw
I already
Pickett.
showed you.
I just said Pickett.
Oh,
and
Buffalo, right?
no problem.
Okay. So now
Yeah.
where are you at, Liz?
Stupid Buffalo.
Okay. All right. So all right. Now let's okay. So Cincinnati at Pittsburgh here we got coming up. You're at 53 minutes here, so we got about a little less than 6 minutes left on the show here. So Cincinnati 5-4. They're winning record, same as the Pats. At Pittsburgh 3-6. That's going to be at 4:25 p.m. on CBS. A little late afternoon time slot they got down in Pittsburgh this week. So Cincinnati, though, reigning AFC champions, Super Bowl contenders last year. So I vote. I really do. I think Cincinnati is going to come away with the win. They're not going to flub this up have this harrowing situation that the place kicker, I don't think, and how they actually took the loss week 1 against Pittsburgh. That was a shit show. But Pittsburgh, I think Cincinnati's going to pull this one off, and I think Joe Mixon's been on fire. I think there's, I think there's is going to be. He had like 55 points on his. I got a good game that game when I got Joe Mixon with 55 points of productivity on my fantasy book. So we lost Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. So I'm going with Cincinnati on this one. Where are you at there, Liz?
I think Tomlin's got something up his sleeve, and I'm a little bitter against the Bengals. They beat us, so I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. I think their quarterback is young, and I think, like I said, I think Tomlin's got something up his sleeve. So I'm going with Pittsburgh for this. They're home, and
Okay.
they won last week, so they're on a roll. I'm going with them. I'm going to go against the crowd.
Okay, so you're going with Pittsburgh. So I'm just trying to mark this down. Where are you at there, Paul, on this?
Well, what Liz said, Tomlin's got something up his sleeve, and it's called Watt. And Watt's playing again, and he's a destructive person, and he will win. And so, therefore, I'm going with Pittsburgh too.
I miss Pouncey from Pittsburgh. And I thought he was a good player, and I liked his name because it reminded me of Tigger from Disney.
Well, I like the guy from the hair commercials. From the
talking about Palomalu.
Yeah, no, it was cool. Yeah, I like that. But no, I think Pittsburgh will carry it because you got Watt, and Watt is going to destruct, and he's going to be in the backfield the whole time this whole week.
Yeah.
So
all right, well. Okay, so
what do you think, Perry?
Oh, I went with Cincinnati. I'm totally thinking Cincinnati's got this one.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Okay, so let's go over the. We got 3 minutes here. Let's go into closing statements. Anybody have anything to say with our 3 minutes to play with?
Well, I hope for no snow in New England, and a big happy ride home with the win.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, okay. Well, I'm glad that you get to go to things like this, but I hope that it's a shitty time for you. New England. Okay, but Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Jeff, real quick before we go back in the closing statements there, Jeff, you're going with Cincinnati. You're going with me. Okay, we'll take Cincinnati. There, nice helmet shot there for our audio only. If anybody is listening on audio only right now, or for our audio only peoples. Closing statements, though. Liz had her little shot there. Anything out of you, Jeff, for closing statements? We got less than 2 minutes.
We had a hurricane in Florida, another hurricane in Florida. And you guys saw it. We weren't affected too bad, but there were some people who were affected. Prayers for them. If you can donate to all the causes and all that, it kind of messed a lot of stuff up for people. So Paul knows about hurricanes with me. We spent a lot of time in a kiddie pool one year with hurricanes. So hurricanes. Yep. And Thanksgiving's coming up. Holidays are coming up. I think our next episode is right before Thanksgiving, so if y'all can come prepared for that.
Yep, that's going to be the episode's the 21st here. That's next Monday, 9 p.m. Check that out. We got less than 1 minute to go. Any last words, everybody?
And we got a bunch of games on Thanksgiving this year, thanks to the NFL.
Yes. Yeah, all Patriots are playing on Thanksgiving.
A lot of games on Christmas and around the holidays.
New Year.
So be ready for your holidays. Set your backgrounds up. Liz, I know it's your first year. Whatever you can do to, cheer up the...
Got my Christmas tree.
I have a Christmas tree, too.
Really 15 seconds, guys.
Bring it on. AFC East, go. And...
everybody invite their friends to view our our podcast?
Yes. Yes.
Yep. All right, let's get